the table topics really are only meant to be 1 to 2 minutes. So they're not very long. And he's sitting here with the timer. So if you see the light switching, then you should try to wrap it up. All right? But you've done a very good job. Yes, very good job. We're happy. Okay, okay. A kiss can beautify souls, hearts, and thoughts. I think this one includes lots of feelings that sometimes we all need. And I just read a nice story yesterday. One of my friends, that she was writing that she lost her grandmother, and she was in a cafe, and she said that she felt very sad, and she said that one that she doesn't know, she came by, like she sat next to her, and she felt that she's in pain, and she said the only thing she offered me is giving her a hug. And she was writing a lot about this and how this person showed lots of empathy to her, and how just having those mutual feeling that you feel the other people around you can change the whole day for you, and sometimes it can change your whole life. So I think about this sentence, that it also can beautify souls, hearts, because we miss this a lot in our lives. You feel that the life is very dry, and sometimes we either neglect it or we miss it by ignorance, but we all, I think, need that. Our souls need this water to beautify it. Okay.
And it's been around 8-9 months, and I recently got my green card, so I'm just the next goal is just to go and visit my family.
Congratulations.
Yeah, I'm from Bangalore.
That's a long way. That's a long way.
You are on the verge of something big. All right. I can relate to this a lot because I have got something really big. I have got my green card recently, so I'm happy about it. It's been a long struggle for me. And I miss my family, so the main thing is I want to go and visit my family. And then a few months back, I lost my mother also. I couldn't go back because of the process, things like that. But she made me, all this time and the months which were just passing by, I realized that there were a lot of changes happened since I've recently moved to the country, and I've been recently married. So I moved with my husband here, and then there's so much, the whole culture is different, language is different, people are different, people are friendly. I feel more safe here compared to my country. That's a negative part, but still it's fine. But overall it's good, it's nice. I'm just the next thing is just to go and visit my family, and more than my family in India, my in-laws, they are very excited that I got my green card. My grandfather-in-law, he keeps FaceTiming me. He asks me that, did you get your green card? What did you ask? What did you answer in your question? What did you do? So he's very much excited that so that's the thing. I want to meet my family, meet my friends. So that's the next goal. So yeah, that's it.
All right. And I have also forgotten your name. Sahid.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you. Rather, I'll not pick this up. I'll talk about it.
All right. No problem. You can still take the cookie and eat it at home.
Thank you.
Yes.
She mentioned one topic. My name is Sahid. She mentioned one topic. I want to be a mother. That really feel me emotional for me. When I was in elementary school, one thing I noticed my mother, no matter what, she'll never let us go without food. Mama, I missed the bus or something, she'll run and put something in the bag and eat on the way. And even this thing happened that I missed the lunch box. She'd gone to the school to drop the lunch box. So now we know, people say you start your day with a good breakfast, and that's your fuel to keep you running. But I didn't understand the science why she's so crazy about giving me lunch or food and even running to the school to give me lunch. So I missed that love. I think at a craziness that time, but now I think that was a love and real science behind me drive the whole day. So really I thank to my mother and everybody's mother for that kind of gesture. Okay.
Somebody bring this man some lunch.
Hope you're not tired of seeing my face up here in the front yet. Seth, you gave us a wonderful speech. You were supposed to sell us a product. And it wasn't just any product. It's a product that you're inventing. And it's real. So that, I think, was a wonderful thing. It caught everybody's interest. I can't say for myself that I'm all that interested in lawnmowers, but when you came up here and you started talking about all of these things, it really did pique my interest. And I was very actively engaged in what you were trying to tell us. And I learned some things, right? You were very clear with your explanation of what's wrong with current lawnmowers. You put all the negative sides of that on the table. You did a good job with that. And then you went on to say, you know, I have this product, it's coming up, and it's going to be healthier for your lawn. It's going to be much quieter than the old-fashioned lawnmowers, and it's going to eliminate the cost of the gas. So in terms of selling, you're telling us what's wrong with the other product that's already in existence. And then you're telling us all the good things about your product. I don't know what else you could do to sell. You did exactly the right thing. The only thing, I see my light's green, sorry. You're talking to a group here of people who know nothing about lawnmowers, right? So if you were giving this talk, I don't know that you would sit in front of an audience, talk in front of an audience like this. Would you speak mostly to landscaping business owners, or would you try to also sell this product to homeowners? That wasn't quite clear to me. And maybe even if you had just mentioned a few phrases like, those of you in the audience who own landscaping business, and then go into what is the benefit for them, and those of you who have a house with a huge lawn around it, right? If you're going in that market as well, then you want to make sure that you speak to both of those audiences. But I think that's just because you're here at Toastmasters and not at a sales meeting. But you did an excellent job of putting out all the pros and cons. And I think there was, at the end when you said, who wants to have a demonstration? Excellent. That's how you want to end, right? We had somebody raise a hand. I would like to maybe see the first three who raise their hand are going to get something a little extra, right? To get an incentive, not to get one person to raise a hand, but three people to raise a hand. I think that's part of the sales process, that you have to get people to move quickly and not think, oh, you know what, I'll give you a call next week, right? So if you could add something like that to it, I think that would make all that much better, but you did an excellent job. I was very interested, and I can't wait to see this product and to see how it's going to change the industry.
Manny, you did an excellent job. The title was to embrace change. I think it was very persuasive. I'm just going to read off of some of the things that he did on my evaluation. Did you project sincerity and conviction? I think you did. You had some really good quotes that you had hand selected. And then one of the things I think that really made it personal, you personalized it to people when you talked about looking in the mirror. I kind of imagined myself looking in the mirror in the morning, ready to brush my teeth, and kind of looking and reflecting on myself. So in a way, that's what I really liked the most about your speech, was that you tailored it to the people, and you took the audience and you put the audience, in your perspective, so to speak. So you did a really good job. And yes, I think you persuaded, so we accepted the review. So you did a really good job. Thank you.
The purpose of the evaluation is to help the speaker get better. And Ali is a good speaker. But I am not going to evaluate her here tonight because we don't have time. But I want to hear from you. What do you think about what Ali did? Did she convince you, Sandy? Dina, did she convince you? Did she motivate you?
Yeah.
Who else have something to say? Seth, what do you feel about Ali's message?
I think she really made us feel like a lot of our mothers were the same way and behaved the same way as her mother. So I think telling the stories that she told kind of took us back to our childhoods as well, which I really liked.
What do you think about she's becoming her mother?
I'm feeling about I'm becoming my father.
Yeah.
So it's not just applying mother to mother, it's like, because after becoming a father, so I think I'm doing a lot of stuff which my father used to do, like,
Saying the same things.
Same thing, restricting kids. What to do.
What do you like of her speech?
I like the way she put humor in it.
What do you think of speaking about you and your children the way Ali did today?
Basically, for her speech, I could see that way I could connect. Basically, not only me, the audience were able to connect to her. She had examples, she had expressions, so that keeps the audience connected to you. And I do have niece and nephews, so I see. So what I have been told since in my childhood, did you do that? I'm telling them in a little softer way. I was told in a very harsh way. That's a different thing. But
So
in a softer way.
that's what we do on an evaluation. We give our opinion of how to help the person. We're not evaluating the person. We're evaluating her performance. Back to you.